Bienvenue en français. Welcome to France for the French World Trials Championship round. Frenchman Terry Michaud starting there. And there's our man Doug, starting off from the Citroën banner. Citroën pumping a lot of money into this event, which is held very close to their main factory. And on to the first section. Yet another Frenchman, Bruno Camozzi, on the French-made Scopa. What was the weather like, Woody?
Oh, it was a mega day.
Yeah?
Yeah, t-shirts, sunbathing, a few nice girls.
Really? So did you see any of the trial then or not?
Occasionally.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Moving back onto the trials action.
Do we have to? So on to section 6 in the quarry here with Wampons. Some fair sections these were, all rather man-made. Just showing his brilliant trick riding there. He's one of the Spanish stars who grew up on push bikes for a start. Make these sections look too easy. The end of the section here, Steve Colley. It's a horrible undercut step.
And that looks particularly nasty, that step.
Yeah, there's a few ways to do it. Some were trying to ride it and some were splatting it.
Good result from Steve though.
Yeah, he kept his feet up. There's Diego, just making it look too easy, that one. Loads of people turned out today. There's that young, new kid, Marcel Jusribo again. Ever since he started from Belgium, he's been in the points. It's amazing where they find all these youngsters from.
Fantastic balance for someone of his experience and age there.
Yeah, it doesn't look as though he's got no pressure on him either, does it?
No, unlike this man, young Mark Colombe. Up onto the beater's sump there and off the last rock in that particular section for a good ride. There you can see Amos on the new Montesa. Oh, struggling somewhat there. He's right at the top there, but he forces it up just for hopefully one dab.
Yeah, he didn't want to go back down there. He'd have wrecked everything.
He didn't look happy there at all, did he?
No. This was a steep one. You just see they're dropping back down to where the spectators are. And now he's got to go back up it again.
Looks to be a fairly big and enthusiastic crowd here today, Woody. What do you think?
Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest we've seen so far this year.
All eyes on Bilbao as he flies up that final step. He's just got to line it up. And then through that top rocky outcrop there. Just searching for the right gear. Positioning the bike, hold it. He's on it. Right on the edge there.
Mark there, just jumping in, see what he's doing. Lovely ride there from Amos.
Fired it out the end perfectly. Takumi Narita on the same section, from a different angle, just perhaps showing how really steep that climb and descent is. Looks pretty dry though, unlike the first few rounds we've seen this year. So that of course means that the organisers can make things a little steeper. As Takumi gets in trouble there and takes a dab. From this angle you can just really see how difficult this section is. It might be bone dry, but it's very steep. And there's just absolutely nothing to go from. The observer there keeping a beady eye on things. A couple of other cameramen as well. But the end result's fantastic from Takumi as he fires it up that last climb.
Yeah, it's very good because it was also easy to make very bad mistakes and take some fives. So it's good place to go for tomorrow's race.
And yet again we see another change to the format of the system this year, a 3-minute rule on each section. Has this changed the trial in any way?
Yeah, I saw all the riders are lot quicker, and also public likes it very much much more because it's faster all the time. There's happening much more, and I think also for riders it's better not to wait so long time in a queue. It's better to go forward all the time. I like it very much.
So after a pretty uneventful first day in France, with such low scores as Geordie went round on 0, the organisers tried to tighten up things and take a few kickers out to try and make it a little bit harder. Here we have Frenchman Jean-Luc Nictou, just right on the limit there.
Oh, hang on, Jean-Luc.
Right hit. He got away with it though.
Just about.
He wouldn't want to do that next lap though.
Yorkshire's very own Dougie Lampkin. Lost in France. But a perfect ride though, nonetheless.
This was probably one of the better sections of the trial. Took a few marks, this one.
And of course they had to think about it as well, especially with the introduction of the new 3-minute rule the FIM brought about.
Yeah, and as from a spectator's point of view, it was a lot better. It kept the action rolling.
I'm sure it was much better for the rider's point of view as well.
Yeah, I mean, the queuing's less, and you don't have so much of the people talking in the sections to the minders. You know, they want to get on with it and get nowhere near that 3-minute time deadline. Just as they know, if the whistle blows and they're still in the section, it's 5 marks. And here we have one of their mega man-made sections.
It's like Amos doesn't know whether to have a bath or a shower there.
Diego flying up it though. Looked very spectacular, this did. The organisers put in such a great effort. Steve there just edging his way off the rock.
Of course it looks quite slippy now they've added that water there, Woody.
Yeah, it got polished up quite hard, this.
Still a big crowd though.
Oh yeah. And these next few rocks he's going up, this was the tricky part of the section.
Steve just lining the bike up perfectly there. Oh, beautiful. Great ride from Steve Colley and the crowd appreciate it.
And on to Tommy on the same part of the section. Making this bit look easy, but he'd already taken a 1 at the beginning. So the last section of the trial. Geordie. Quite nerve-wracking this was. There was only a couple of marks in between Narita, Dougie and Geordie. It's easy to make that quick mistake and drop from first down to third. Salva there just looking at his watch, telling him he's got plenty of time.
And Tavares gets just another clean there. Brilliant ride. Same section, Takumi Narita. Always looks in control, this man.
He has some funny rides. 1 minute he's like in the top 3, and you know, the following week he's down in 14th, 15th place. If he can just get consistent, he'll be a big threat to the title one year. Effortless. So here's Dougie. He put in a mega performance today, and he was going to finish on the podium in 3rd place, just showing that his win in England wasn't no fluke.
You're going across that knob, I don't like that. I'll go out where you want then. Back across here, back there. Nice there, back wheel. Come forward a bit, you're on edge.
The trial was possibly too easy, but all the sections are so easy to make a mistake and have a 5 that everything just had to go perfect, really. And the last 2 weeks, the last two rounds, Czechoslovakia and Germany have just been an absolute nightmare. So I'm really happy to be back up there again. Just hope I can keep it up for the rest of the year.
And rumours last night that they changed some of the sections to make them more difficult. Have they changed really?
They've just taken all the kickers out of the big steps, which did make it harder, but there was different lines to take, so some of them got harder. Section 10 got harder up the first step, and just a couple of other steps, but that's all really.